How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the post-game show. It is I, Jacob Moore, the self-proclaimed sports analyst. Of course, we're joined by the lovely crew of Mr. Moore for your money,
Ooh.
Mr. Lane Dashing Dashco, and the man who was not bit by a spider, he was bit by a goat. It's Adam. Last name shall not be spoken of.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess not. Yeah,
All the Leaf fans today.
Laney.
I'm not even that upset.
I'm more
Laney.
concerned, since everyone knows now I'm a
Laney drops
closeted
over
Jake McCabe
you.
fan, that I'm more worried about Jake McCabe leaving that game with an injury.
I guess not
I'm
making
not even
Team
that
USA
bad.
now.
The cloud follows you in sadness.
Well,
Yeah.
Lane, that's just you. I'm a bad stat. about
Hello,
this.
welcome to my lobby.
Oh, I thank you.
Looks right. Key, you're right. It is a very nice lobby.
Where is the bellhop?
But
I
anyway,
disagree with that statement.
Disagree with it. Well, wasn't anything to agree about. It's just a question where he is.
tough
I
game
still-
for the Leafs
I
tonight,
disagree.
obviously. I mean, you're always hoping for a win, and they didn't get it. But I thought they played a pretty good road game, to be honest.
Well,
Austin Matthews, again, had a really good performance. You guys all going on about Austin Matthews. Well, I mean, right now he's tearing it up, right?
I
You're
have
not
a
going to talk
gas
about the
laugh.
record. You're not
No.
going to talk about the record.
Well, yeah, we got to get into the record before you get into your gas or ass, Dan. But,
I was just about to say, how are you not talking about the record first?
yeah,
well,
pass-
record of
important.
records.
passing Matt Sundin is the most goals scored by a Leaf player in about 300 games less than what Matt Sundin did it in.
Pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Incredible. I mean, Masson Dean was no slouch. He was a great player.
So big ups
I
on
love
Austin Matthews, the whole team going out to celebrate. Great to see. And I will say
Clear the beds.
both goals to Matthews tonight were stellar.
We're looking at old school Austin Matthews.
So Austin Matthews, you deserve.
You got that like it's a point at the end of the day. It sucks not to get.
Yeah. Every point helps.
I didn't say it before the game, but I didn't really think this was a must win. Like, honestly, I wasn't going to say that because I didn't. I still hate when you say a must win in like months before the end of the season. We're at halfway point and we're talking about must wins.
We're at that point now.
No,
It
well,
just would have
Dan,
been
I'm
nice.
just
You could have.
saying, I don't like.
But
But Dan, I'm just saying I don't like to say a must win when you got
Mhm.
41 more games to play.
41.
Like it's
that's
40.
right.
So because of what, like, okay, so in that conversation, we have 41 more must wins.
Yeah.
Like it's just it's stupid in my head is all. It's just
well, no,
dumb
I'm more
thing to
said it's a
say.
must
Okay,
win. because
I
you can lose
guess
to an opponent you're
that's all.
chasing.
That's
but
all.
I guess you could lose 12 games out of the 41.
I think
You
that's
lose a lot
unrealistic
more.
either, Dan.
Like
The Leafs are.
you say,
the
we
Leafs
need to
are
win
2 points
30.
out.
Need to win 29 games, basically. We
Yeah.
need to go 29 and 12 to end the season for us to for it to okay. That's
Yeah,
not
and
realistic at
I
all.
think we're
That
that
is not
far out
a
of the
realistic
playoff hunt.
statement.
Dan, I
Yeah,
feel
that is
like,
not a realistic aspiration for this
dude,
team.
you could be saying
for
that about the
29 and
Winnipeg
12.
Jets, where the Winnipeg
Crazy.
Jets are 9 points out of a playoff spot.
Well, they're just
The
as
Leafs-
bad.
The Leafs, no, they're not, Dan. The Leafs are 2 points out of a playoff spot.
I get that, but there's so much competition in the middle, and it's tough competition. You got like Sidney Crosby in that mix, right?
But 29 and 12 is not a realistic like pace to try and be at for the next 41 games. Like that is realistically so difficult for any team to do.
So, Dan,
Okay,
you're
what
saying
team it is.
29,
That is
Dan,
so
you're
hard.
saying
Not
29
easy.
and 12. Could I go 20 and then half of my losses be in overtime?
Sure.
It almost gets you the same amount of points. Like,
You could do
I
that.
look at it for the Leafs. Look, I felt overall they played a pretty good game tonight.
They
yeah,
did,
the result
100%.
wasn't there. We can certainly break down the overtime goal, and I get to do my favorite game is what the hell is Max Domi doing? Because he's got to either dump that in or he's got to retreat. You can't just skate down there and fall on your ass. That's a major problem. I do agree with Brandon. Morgan Riley, terrible game tonight on Morgan Riley's end. He really struggled, especially on the overtime goal. Both him and Nyes went to the
He's been
same
struggling
guy,
a lot lately.
leaving Matthew Schaefer wide open by himself. And I'm going to go to my face here for a second. Team Canada, you clearly don't want Matthew Schaefer, right? You clearly don't want arguably the greatest offensive defenseman in the NHL. You don't want that. Nah, I want Travis Sanheim. Just want to get that out there. Travis Sanheim over Matthew Schaefer.
Who said it was Travis Sanheim over Matthew Schaefer, though?
I am, because
no, because I'm just saying, like, in the decision-making process, Jacob, you can't go say that when you don't know if Matthew Schaefer was with Travis Sanheim was selected over Schaefer, if that was a decision they made, because you don't know who was picked over. Like, of course, they're all picked over Schaefer, but there has to be, like, certain players, like Doug Armstrong said, certain players were picked for certain roles to be played. So Schaefer, when you say Schaefer got picked or somebody got picked over Schaefer, you gotta look at what Schaefer's role would be on that team. Like, I get what you're saying, Jacob, before you come at me with that. I get what you're saying, but you gotta look at it that way as well.
Goals?
That's all you got. That's all I'm saying. Like, you just gotta look at it that way.
I just look at it.
That's all
I
I'm
don't
saying.
think you leave. And again, this is a little off topic, but I got into it. So you can't leave a guy who's that good sitting at home. And that's why I'm still flabbergasted about Connor Bedard and Matthew Schaefer. Those are two players that are arguably two of the best players in the NHL at what they do. What was the New York Islanders record last year before they drafted Matthew Schaefer? They were Amber Herding the season. They were terrible.
They were like us this year.
Have Matthew Schaefer, who is basically the only player they have added. They are now a playoff team.
That's a horrid statement.
They are now a playoff team, 1 point behind Carolina for their division.
Yeah.
Oh,
Matthew
Lane,
Schaefer
if you think
is the difference.
Wait, I want to address something Lane just said. Lane, so you're saying that the Leafs are just as bad as the Islanders were last year? Is that what you just said?
This year, yeah.
That is a laughable statement.
That is
a horrid statement to make.
Last year.
Oh, that is a horrid statement to make. The Islanders were much worse than us.
If we're not that far off, so I don't see the basement of the league.
That is, but the
Islanders
no.
Pick.
You look at the Islanders, how they played last season. I think there's a big issue in Leafs play. I won't say the team is not playing bad, because they are. I'm not that delusional. But if Lane, you think this team is as bad as the Islanders were last year, then I don't know what you think bad hockey is at the end of the day. The Islanders were horrible last year. This is not the Islanders.
The Islanders last year on January 3rd were 14, 18, and 7 with only 35 points.
14, 18, and 7. We're
the Leafs are above 500 and 2 points out of a playoff spot. The Islanders were dead last in the East. The Islanders were the Leafs. There's no way in hell the Leafs are going to get the first overall pick. I'm just saying, like,
the
you can't make that comparison, though.
That's
a bad look on what we've
It's only 5 extra wins.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
That's still
the Islanders.
Guys.
I'm not getting.
That's okay, but that's 5 extra wins at the halfway point. That's 10 extra wins at the end of the season.
Correct.
10 extra wins, guys. Is if the Leafs had 10 extra. Okay, but you're saying 10 extra wins, 5 extra wins isn't a big deal. 5 times 2 is 10. If the Leafs had 10 extra wins right now, they'd be first in their division. 5 wins is a very big difference in the NHL.
No, it is.
So, look, I mean, the Leafs are disappointing this year. I think that could be. I think that's a fair statement. But to say they were as bad as the Islanders were last year, I think that's just an incorrect statement. But
yeah, but where did the Islanders finish in the playoffs the year before last year? 3rd round?
No, the Islanders have not been good for the last couple of years.
Okay, the Leafs were, considering we were in the 2nd round of the playoffs last year, we look really bad this year.
I just think this is just a bad comparison if you're going to want my opinion on it. But I look at it for the Leafs tonight, though. I actually am not hitting the panic button over this loss at all. I thought they played pretty well. I think Joseph Woll could have been better, but he could have been worse.
Oh, sure. Way better.
Max Domi, again, kind of did what Max Domi does, has a great assist on one of the Matthews goals, and then loses you the game.
Yeah,
I still really feel moving someone on the back end to bring in a top 6 forward has to happen before the deadline. But I still feel the way the Leafs play tonight, they win a lot of those games. And at least they got a point.
Sure. Yeah, had a good game.
They are, at least, you have to look at some positives. They do have points in 7 of their last 10 games. Like, they are not that far off But let's get to some comments here because we are a little behind. I agree, Key. Turnovers are always the worst way to lose a hockey game. They are. And between turnovers and bad defensive structure, it just sucks.
100% does.
Would have been nice to see the Leafs get the win after bench cleared for this.
Yeah,
goal.
I agree with that.
Look,
yeah.
I'm not against the bench clearing off for his goal. I mean, passing Matt Sundin as the greatest goal scorer in Leaf history is something I think
it's a big deal.
People my age thought that record would never be broken because truthfully, I never thought someone would put up with Leaf Nation long enough to break it.
Yeah.
And sure enough, Austin Matthews did it in like 300 less games. Like for everyone saying too, Austin Matthews isn't a legitimate top goal scorer in the NHL. Well, when he's healthy like he is right now, you can see he still is one of the top goal scorers in the NHL.
Okay, well, I'll ask you this thing, because this is I thought of a gas or ass, but it's not really a gas or ass. It's this question instead. Would you ever have Matthews or Matthews safer?
Well, Dan, that's not a comparable at all.
I know it's not, but I'm just saying if you're building a team, okay, and you got this franchise.
But yeah, but neither one of them by themselves are going to get me.
Are they both 18? Are we talking like rookie? Like 18?
No, I'm talking right now.
Well, right now, I'd rather have Austin Matthews.
Right now, it's Austin Matthews. You have the finished.
I don't know.
Like you have a more developed.
Schaefer won the game.
Okay, Dan, but okay, so he won the game. That doesn't bloody mean that he's that's like him winning the game doesn't mean you build off of him just because he won a game of hockey. Like you have a more finished, but you have a more finished, like more developed player in Matthews than you have in Matthew Schaefer.
And
Dan Schaefer's also a very good hockey player, but he's not fully developed into like like how good he can be. He can still develop. Like there's still development to happen there. You already know what you have in Austin Matthews. You have a pure, at his best, he's a pure 40 goal scorer, like in his sleep. He's one of the best goal scorers in the league. Like you have that.
No, he's not. He's never been a third line center, Dan. But to answer your question too, it depends who you're talking for. If I'm the Winnipeg Jets, I'd rather have Matthew Schaefer. I'm the worst team in the NHL, or the Vancouver Canucks would be a better example. Vancouver Canucks, I desperately need a rebuild. I need a young superstar phenom to rebuild my team around. I want Matthew Schaefer. Let's say I'm the Colorado Avalanche. I want Austin Matthews because I'm trying to win a cup now. Yeah. For the Toronto Maple Leafs, they're sort of in the middle of that. So that really depends.
Well, that's why I'm asking the question, right? It's very strange being in the middle.
It would really depend, Dan, what direction the Leafs are taking. The Leafs saying they don't want to rebuild means they're still trying to win within the next 2 to 3 years, meaning I would take Austin Matthews. Dan, it doesn't matter what you think. It's about the matter of the fact. And the matter of the fact is the Leafs feel in the next 2 to 3 years, I still feel this is a playoff team. I still think Lane's going to have to wear that Argo hat at some point. And like, look, I think Matthew Schaefer is a phenomenal player. I still think Matthew Schaefer should have made Team Canada. I think Matthew Schaefer is the undisputed rookie of the year. I don't even think Demonov should count as a rookie of the year because he played in the KHL. It's professional at adult league.
That's a whole other conversation.
That's a whole other conversation.
He won rookie of the year.
But what I'm getting at is, yeah, Matthew Schaefer is a phenomenal player, and depending on the team, I might pick Schaefer over Matthews. Yeah. It really just depends. But for Toronto, who are still an above 500 club, 2 points out of a playoff spot, took Florida to the brink last year, and you might say they didn't. Well, even Florida said straight up they're the only team that really gave them any challenge. Edmonton.
I believe that too.
Edmonton gave them no challenge. That was series they made. I think Florida could have went to bed.
Yeah,
that series was easy. Carolina, easy. Yeah. Florida's only tough series was against Toronto. So you got to think that's how close this team is. Yeah, whether you guys can think I have my Leaf blinders on, that's totally fine. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, for Toronto, it's Austin Matthews. If you're the Columbus Blue Jackets or you're the Chicago Blackhawks or even the Calgary Flames, the team that I think even if they make the playoffs will probably get booted out first round, it would be Matthew Schaefer. So it really just depends on the team on where I would go with that.
I like that answer.
What's your thoughts on that, Lane?
Well, if we had to build a team, I'm always taking I'm taking the younger kid because why would I take a 28-year-old who's going to retire in 12 years when I got an 18-year-old who's going to retire in 22 years? But that's just me. I always take the younger kid. Like if I'm building a team, I'm building around someone. I'm not going to build around a 28-year-old. I'm going to build around an 18-year-old that's going to give me, 22 years of service. And then, but I'm never saying that's my thought process. But I don't know. It's just frustrating, right? Like it feels like this team I don't know. I don't know if you guys will agree with or disagree. What's so frustrating about this team for me is they take 5 steps forwards and then they take 6 steps backwards.
Yeah,
they start to look good. They start to look good. They win 5 or 6 games in a row. Then they have a game like this where it's like, Matthews is starting to get franchise records and they're starting to look good. And then they're going to go lose the next 4 games. And we're going to be coming back being like, well, they're 19-19 now again.
Yeah.
I hope they don't, but that's what they've been doing. They'll win 5 or 6, then they lose 5 or 6. Then they win 5 or 6, and then they lose 5 or 6. It's just
this team's very up and down.
I more look at it though. Out of the last 6,
they're a roller coaster.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of your last 6 games, though, you have points in all of them.
They do.
Right?
I'm not denying it, but I'm just saying. But Jacob, they did this. I'm just saying they've done this before all year, where they look really good, and we come on here and we're singing their praises, and we're like, they're 1 or 2 points out, are really close, think they're good, and then all of a sudden they'll lose a game like this, and then they'll lose the next game by 1 goal, and they'll lose the next game by another 1 goal. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope this is actually the turning point where a loss doesn't this loss doesn't go down again. Like I hope they can stay just on a nice little, like you're on the lazy river at Wild Waterworks. We're just like nice and relaxing. The music's playing in the while. You're like, nice. Do. Not this like, I'm done with. They don't need that. Like that's what they got to stop doing. That's what they've been doing. They got to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Well, I would say to this comment from Brandon, I thought
Hildebeest.
I thought Hildebeest should have started this game as well, and that's not even because I thought Joseph Wall was okay. I don't think he was terrible, but I thought Hildebeest played phenomenal in the game against Winnipeg, coming in relief, and I just think he earned the start personally. But I think we all know Craig Berube likes his guys. It's the reason why Max Domi gets more ice time than Nick Robertson, even though Nick Robertson's clearly the better player at this point, and it's kind of the way it is. An update here. Seattle was up 13-3. Seattle just intercepted the ball at the 10-yard line. So Key was saying a little bit ago, so that's a big move there. Brock Purdy throwing a really badly timed interception. And that's an interesting one there because you have 2 teams. I think this could be a potential Super Bowl preview, and you guys might think I'm crazy there.
No, I agree with you on that. I want it to be the Bills, but I see where you're going.
Putting Riley on waivers would be insane. If you're, I'm not against. Okay, a part of me is against on trading Morgan Riley. I mean, you can't trade him; he's got no move, and even with his no move, you can't put him on waivers either. Because he has a full no move, not a no trade, a no move, which means you cannot put him on waivers.
Unfortunately, waivers, yeah.
There's nothing you can do with Morgan. The only thing you can do with Morgan Riley. And I can't believe I'm saying this because I've defended this guy a lot this year. After a night like tonight, you do consider healthy scratching him for the next game. Maybe that's what sends a message to him that he has to be better.
Hold on to that.
I feel for him. I like him. Great guy.
Yeah, but Danny, he's playing Troy Stetcher tonight, who should be a defenseman he should be able to play well with. Like,
right, exactly.
Jacob, I know I'm sick right now, and I'm like pretty stuffed up. So I just hear you say you would consider scratching Morgan Riley?
I would scratch him. Yes. I think if you're going to keep scratching everyone else, you can't not scratch the big boys when they play bad. I mean, you could blame Matthew Nyes on that last goal as much as Morgan Riley, to be completely honest, because Nyes' guy was Matthew Schaefer. Riley was Barzell. But at the end of the day, they both went to the same guy, which is a total whoa. What the heck happened to Wade? Yeah, I do agree, Wilder. I wouldn't say Wolf sucked, but I thought he
sucked.
This is the point that I made for anyone who missed our Team USA roster show with a couple other teams as well. Jake McCabe being a plus 26 on this roster is mind-blowing.
Oh, it really is, yeah. Welcome back to the show, everybody.
Yeah, Domi brutal in OT. Yeah, like I said, I think Domi set up the goal that got you the 2-1 lead, and then he made the play that lost you the game.
Yeah,
it's
that's Domi all season. Unfortunately,
that's been Max Domi as a Toronto Maple Leaf.
Yeah,
I think Woe needs rest at the. Maybe Joseph Woe just needs to sit a couple games. I mean, what's tough is your next game. That's why I would have sat Woe this game and got him nice and rested for Florida on Tuesday. That's a more important.
Yeah,
game.
this is the game left him. I don't get what they did.
Now it's really tough to figure out what to do for Tuesday. I'm right. Like, you know what? I think I'll just leave this comment up for the whole show. Right. And yeah, I think this is referring to Riley that, like, I don't know if you can play him the way he's playing right now. It's tough, right? I love Morgan Riley, and I agree with Wilder too. I think he's a nice guy, but lately he's been playing like crap.
Yeah, I like him as a person, but yeah, as a player.
I love him. I mean, he's kind of turning into Evan Bouchard.
Out.
He has great offensive ability, but he can't defend.
Out.
Shredded.
Yes, shredded.
I don't know, but at least like
can't trade Riley. He's got a no move. Nothing you can do.
Yeah, unfortunately.
At least with Evan Bouchard, at least the guy is the franchise lead, NHL franchise leading defenseman in playoff points per games.
Well, that's just because Connor McDavid carries him there. Like, I don't really think that's
yeah.
I'm sorry, but
Adam looks so sad.
No, I'm done with these stupid conversations we keep having. Like, I'm done with the stupid conversations. Dan, you laugh, but we're again talking about Morgan Riley and trading Morgan Riley. And it's like, you can't trade him. So why have the conversation? Why even talk about it? You can't do anything. You can complain all you want about it. You guys can go and complain. No, you can complain all you want.
I like honey.
You guys can complain all you want about it. You can't do anything. You can bench him, but you can't trade him. You literally cannot.
You can always ask him to move his no movement.
You can, but he's not going to. He's not going to. Unless he's really heavily upset with this city and fed up with being here, he's not gonna. He is a kid, a little kid. He's a barely 1-year-old child, and I'm
a 1-year-old child.
Yeah,
but it's like it's a stupid conversation to have. He's not going to agree to move. You're deluded. Like, if he wants to, he wants to. He would have already asked for it at the end of the day. Because, like, look at how the fan base has treated him the last year. That he would have already asked for it, given how much crap he's taken the last year. He would have already asked for it. He hasn't asked for it. Complain all you want. They can bench him. They can't do anything else. It's a dumb conversation to have, and that's.
Well, because too in the comments here, just to kind of clarify, people are saying you could waive him. You actually can't because he has a full no move, right? So you can't also too. You're not going to waive Morgan Riley because you don't want to lose him for nothing.
I think it's another new viewer.
You are so welcome.
Welcome to the desk.
Welcome to the desk. But to Key's point, I don't think you can. I'm not comparing Max Domi to Ty Domi. To be honest, I think Max Domi is a lot more skilled than Ty is. I just 100%. Think Max Domi tries to do too much at times. For example, he is a guy you can move. So if we want to talk about trading Max Domi and what you could get for him, that's a move you could actually do.
To 12 teams, I guess.
Oh, he has a 12-team no trade. So it means you can trade him to, Dan, do the math.
28. 31.
You just trade another 20
19.
Teams.
Yeah. No, 19. Wouldn't it be 19?
No, there's 32 teams. Remember, 32 Thoughts, the podcast.
Well, so it's 20 teams.
I think this is an interesting comment. Morgan Riley is the Leafs equivalent to Brandon Gallagher.
Yeah.
I mean, it's similar, right? Guys that the contract looked great at the time. It's kind of aging like milk instead of wine. But at the end of the day, you got to find a way to keep him there. And sure, you know what? Maybe Tessa and trading him to Vancouver, as I believe there was a comment here about trading him to Vancouver. Then maybe
why he's from Vancouver.
So maybe that's an option. But again, I'm kind of on Adam's side. I don't think you can trade Morgan Riley. And we'll always have these conversations with you guys. I'm always happy to discuss it.
Oh, here comes the milk again.
I just don't see it happening. So I think realistically, this is an NHL 26 where you can just turn off the no move clauses. You can't trade Morgan
My
Riley.
life was not simple.
You have to find a way to make it work with them, or you got to pull a New York Rangers and make them hate Toronto so much.
That's what I was just going to say. I don't
that makes your
believe
reputation so piss poor.
like
This was
bad
the
the Rangers
here.
are now.
Trading to Vancouver, Tesla's from there anyway. So's Riley, actually. He's from out west. So, like,
yeah.
Sure. But again, who's to say Vancouver wants him? Who's to say Riley's willing to move?
Well, it's a spot for him in Vancouver. It's got with Quinn Hughes. Right?
London, England. I don't think Riley wants to go to London, England.
That'd be pretty cool.
And no, saying Riley's worth nothing. I'm
Ontario,
telling you, Morgan Riley would bring easily 2 first-round picks and a prospect. I'm telling you that right now.
That's a lot.
Dan, he is towards the top in defensive points this year. I understand he's not great defensively, but for some reason, the NHL, we don't care about defensemen playing defense anymore. We want them to score. We want them to be fast, add to the power play, have a good shot, good hands, good skater. We don't care if they can hit, fight, and score anymore.
I feel like Riley's one of those guys that would leave Toronto and do very well.
Thank you for mentioning it. Yes,
thank you.
Over 100 subscribers. So thank you very much. And if you haven't subscribed, please, then I won't boo you anymore. So, but let's get to some more comments here. I like Fudge. I'm a big dude, so Fudge is pretty good.
Oh,
yeah, Gallagher's feisty. I will give him that. But I mean, you look at Gallagher's price point in Montreal. I think that was more of the conversation there.
Gallagher's like, $7 million, right?
But there's literally nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, press box. Yeah, that is an option. But guys, I do want to say, I feel blaming one player for the Leafs' entire season. I feel like, how do I put this? Whatever. What we do in Toronto, everyone blamed Austin Matthews. Now Austin Matthews is scoring a bunch of goals. Oh, now it's not his fault anymore. We haven't won a cup since '67. Now it's Morgan Riley. Then Morgan Riley gets a +4 and 2 goals on Tuesday. Now it's going to be Lane's so fed up with me, he just left. What I mean is, like, we just move on to the next person and the next person and the next person, where I feel instead we got to actually, welcome back, Lane. We got to actually look at where this team is lacking. And I don't think defense it's where it's lacking. I thought Matt Benning looked pretty good today too.
I was just going to say that. That's the comment I wanted to say. Like, give Matt Benning a lot of credit. I see him in the Toronto Maori games. He looks really good there. He was in the San Jose trade to Timothy Lindgren, and he hasn't played the NHL almost 2 years now.
Drugs are not cool, by the way, because drugs are bad. If you don't believe him, ask your dad. Don't believe him, ask your mom. Dad doesn't want the twine. You guys don't know that song.
I know it.
How many times we've seen Riley do that? Yeah, but we've also seen Morgan Riley almost win the Norris, right? And you can laugh at me, but it wasn't that long ago Morgan Riley almost won the Norris. So again, like, to say you get nothing for him. I'm sorry, if Scott Lawton is worth a prospect and a first-round pick,
that's true.
Morgan Riley is worth 2 first-round picks and a prospect.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the market is stupid. But if the market is that stupid, that's what you get for him.
Oh, 100%.
Like I've said, you're not really able to. The Leafs can't rebuild right now, so that's just the way it goes.
I think Riley could have a nice bounce-back game the next game. Like, that's the thing. The overall game tonight was not a bad game. We got a point. We pushed the Islanders to overtime. The Islanders are a better team than us. Matthew Schaefer's on a new level. I don't think so.
No, the game wasn't that bad, in all honesty.
Oh.
But Lane wants to try something here, and I'm curious to see how this goes. So Lane has booted up NHL 27.
All right, boys, we're going to ask Morgan Riley, too, see if he will be traded. Let's see what he says. Hello, GM. Would you like to be traded? Let's see what he says. I don't know what he said.
I think you got to skim the days.
It glitched. It glitched.
Well, you know what EA Sports is saying?
Let's see if I can trade him.
He won't be traded.
Don't we have a sim the day? So
no, that's not how that works, Dan.
No, I already asked. Let's see if he updated his trade clause. No, he didn't. He told me to go. He told me no. There you go. Well, so
that
much for
answers
that.
that. Even by EA, Morgan Riley will not be traded. But look, I'm kind of on the sure. I'll people are calling for a poll on Morgan Riley. I mean, I already know what you guys are going to put in there, but I love polls.
Ah.
So we'll do it.
And like Chris says, got an option of who cares.
Well, people clearly care.
I know. Maybe Chris doesn't. I don't think Adam cares.
Because it's stupid
Well,
conversation.
You can vote for who cares.
No, but I'm going to tell you this because Jacob was right earlier. He said, this is the thing that Toronto fans do. And I'm honestly fed up with it because it's the same. Like, when is this fan base ever going to learn? You can't keep blaming. You can't keep moving on. Like, okay, let's talk. Let's go. Lane, you blamed Austin Matthews earlier this year. Dan, you blamed Austin Matthews earlier this year. Now, where's the blame now? Because Austin Matthews is playing.
I still blame Austin Matthews. I would rather have Matthews safer.
Dan. Okay. Matthews just scored a hat trick. He scored 5 goals in his last 5 periods, but he's still to blame for the Leafs playing trouble, right?
I asked Austin Matthews if he wanted to get traded, and he said yes.
Okay. Let's go to Morgan Riley. Is Morgan Riley to blame now because Austin Matthews is playing better? That's not how this works. You can't just move on and keep blaming one player after another, because guess what? Hockey is something called a team game. It's called a team, everybody. I don't know if you know that concept.
And who leads the team? The captain.
I'm sorry.
We already have a vote for who cares, by the way.
And I'm sorry if I'm sounding condescending here, but I fully do mean to be condescending here because hockey is a team game. It's called, there's more than 2 players. There's more than 3 players. There's more than 4 players, Dan. There's more than 5 players. There's more than 6 players. There's more than 7 players.
When half his salary is going to 4 of them.
Dan, there's more than 4 players on a bloody hockey team. There is more than that. I don't care how much money they make, because if the players beneath them can't play bloody hockey correctly, then they're not going to win. Like, it's simple logic to think of, but this fan base, it's too like far gone that they think 4 players is how you win a bloody hockey series. How many players Florida has a team? It's something called a team. A team is how they win a Stanley Cup. They don't do it just because of their big players. They do it because their whole team actually knows how to act. Well, no, it's because their whole team can actually play hockey, Dan.
Go Bills.
Stop about the leadership. There's more than 1 player who leads this team.
Well, Lane's getting angry.
Bloody ridiculous. Like, the conversation today, it bloody blows my brain anymore of why this,
Key decided to comment.
It just blows my brain.
You raise a good point, Jacob. I really do. We don't need to read anymore. No, I'm kidding. Because it wasn't that long the Rangers made it to the finals. Now look, we're there. Things can change so fast in hockey, but you strive to do better. And that's kind of the thing. I just feel like we can't keep. I don't know. Like, there's only so much you can do during the season. Sweden, World Juniors are tomorrow, and Wilder. I don't even think Adam is
my comments is reality, Wilder. My comment is reality. You blaming Austin Matthews is not reality. That's just all in your head. That's my.
He did say Matthews was bad. I don't even disagree with that.
Yeah, he didn't have a great game. It's constantly broke the record, but his overall game.
I will say I have blamed Max Domi consistently this year.
You have, yes.
He has been one of the players. I look at it, and again, this is what I'm gonna, rant time for Jacob, because Adams had his rant. Lane always gets his rants. Dan just says things that makes no sense. I want to have my rant. Okay. So Dan. Craig Berube, if it was any other player besides Max Domi, Morgan Riley, Austin Matthews, or William Nylander, they would be healthy scratch for what they have done on and off this entire season. What really bothers me about Craig Berube, like going into next game, if you want to be this big bad, I'm the chief, look at me go, then Max Domi and Morgan Riley should both be healthy scratch for Tuesday. If that's the coach you want to be, people say they don't like John Tortorella. Well, John Tortorella, at the end of the day, do you know what he would do? He wouldn't care if it was Austin Matthews or Calle Yarncroke. He'd help scratch them. We keep scratching like guys like Yarncroke and Easton Cowan and all this other crap, where instead, like, we're not actually looking at the root of the problem. And you know what? I think the worst thing
I
is
actually agree with
this comment here. The Leafs actually played pretty good
They
tonight.
did play
We're
good, yeah.
freaking out when we are 2 points out of a damn playoff spot.
It's just because, but again, though, Jacob, fair enough, but we know what happens whenever they do this.
Okay, but Lane, no
The
offense.
next game
I don't.
is huge.
You can't look at things from even a month ago to now. Hockey changes fast. That's like saying there's no point going to a Buffalo Sabres game
agree the next three
because,
games
well, you know, they were terrible a month ago. So why would I bother?
Fair enough, but would you agree the next 3 or 4 games are good just to see them get some more points? They
Yeah, but
can't
they
be
got points in their last 6 games. Like they've already done that.
but you don't want to be 19, 17, and 5.
Look, to be honest, I still think it's really too early. As much as I said I felt today was in a way a must win, you still got a point. Yeah, sure. Like you're playing teams you're chasing coming up. So obviously, yeah, the Leafs want to win. And I'm not saying 2 points wouldn't have been something that you would also like. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of things that we could be blaming for this loss. We could be blaming Joseph Woll, who had an 840 save.
I was going to say that.
We could be blaming John Tavares, who had 1 shot the entire game.
He never plays well in the island.
We could blame Matthew Nyes. You didn't have a single shot. It's a problem when your leading shot guy after Austin Matthews is Scott Laughton, a 4th liner who barely plays. By the way, why the hell aren't we giving Scott Laughton more ice time? Like instead of just looking at one thing you absolutely cannot do, start to look when you're leading shots after Matthews had 6 shots in the game. Scott Laughton had 3. Can you guys guess who is the players who were tied for the second most amount of shots?
Domi?
No.
Max Domi, no. He had no shots today. Again.
I'm going to guess. I watched most of that league. I'm going to guess. Definitely wasn't Tavares.
And then we'll get to some more comments.
I'm going to guess Michelli.
Yeah, lots of comments. Thank you, everyone.
Matthew Nyes?
Nope, Matthew Nyes didn't have a shot. You have
Nicholas Waugh.
Steven Lorentz. Nick Robertson.
Oh, Nick Robertson, yeah, he was pretty good.
Nicholas Waugh. That's your problem. Besides of Austin Matthews, none of the top guys again tonight contributed. So but again, are we going to
missing Nylander too?
Are we going to give Scott Laughton more ice time? Are we going to accept that John Tavares isn't the same centerman he was 7 years ago? No, we're just going to continue because John Tavares again is one of Craig Berube's boys. He loves him. He has him over for chicken fingers. Then that means he can do whatever the hell he wants. John Tavares had a terrible game.
Chicken fingers?
No one's calling out John Tavares. He was terrible tonight. Every time he got booed, he was jumping out of his skin. It's like, bro, get over it.
Jacob, but mind you, he doesn't make $11 million anymore, so nobody really cares.
I know,
but that's what
he made $11 million
Jacob,
for years and completely.
I'm agreeing with you because I'm saying that he doesn't make $11 million, so nobody here cares because he doesn't make $11 million, so he gets away with
it. As a Habs fan, nice.
No, but I agree with you, Adam. I think John Tavares gets a pass half the time just because he took a quote unquote took a pay cut. But John Tavares over the last month has been completely dog crap. He's been terrible. But again, no one calls him out. We're too busy calling out Morgan Riley, who, by the way, is still, you guys can complain all you want, salary-wise, comparing him to other defensemen in his salary bracket, is a decent player for the money.
Right.
I'm not saying he's the deal of the century. And yeah, Matthew Schaefer, my gosh, Matthew Schaefer.
Yeah, wow.
Every time I watch this kid, I'm more and more impressed. I like.
He's the real deal.
The Islanders were very, very lucky that they were able to get Matthew Schaefer in a draft that, by the way, he wasn't even the disputed number 1 pick, undisputed, which to me was insane.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. Matthew Schaefer is the real deal.
Totally agree with that.
Little Max 11 needs to go. There are rumors Max Domi is one of the 4 players that are on the potential trade list for the Leafs. Apparently, they've been shopping Max Domi, Nick Robertson, Brandon Carlo.
Nick Robertson. I thought Nick Robertson played really well tonight.
For some reason, apparently Bobby McMahon. That has been a lot of the rumors. Wow. Which, truthfully, I would not be trading McMahon or Robertson off this team. I think they've been 2 of your better players, although McMahon didn't have a great game tonight. Are you guys as happy as me, the U.S. getting spunked?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what the U.S. team does. I think they actually have a pretty good team.
But yeah, it's cool seeing.
Yeah, I agree. I think John Tavares is a third line center, but the issue is, honestly, I would rather see John Tavares get less ice time and be more effective and give Nicholas Waugh and Scott Laughton more ice time.
It could be worse. John Tavares is better than Jonathan Taves.
I mean, well, sure, but that's kind of a given. Yeah, money doesn't make the win. A team. I'm surprised Adam isn't ecstatic. It's a comment that is lining up with what he was saying. There is no I in team.
But there is an I in win.
Yeah, that's right.
I disagree with money thing. Look at Taves. Yeah, I mean, obviously Taves was another. I'm not saying John Tavares was a bad contract, but I think it's unrealistic to think that John Tavares is a top 6 forward anymore in the NHL. Maybe he could be a winger, but I don't think he's a top 6 center anymore.
But he's so good on the faceoffs, bro.
Dan, Jonathan Taves is great at the faceoffs. Do you want him getting 20 minutes a night? No. Tavares is my boy, but he was awful. Felt the booze shook him. I do agree, but I think at this point in his career, that's unacceptable.
Well, I agree.
We do love hockey, David.
We do, 100%.
Partially because being in relationships are way too complicated. So I now pronounce you husband and the NHL. Since you didn't put the full word, I can put it on the screen. Yeah, not a Morgan Riley fan here at all.
Welcome another new viewer.
Love the picture, by the way.
That's sweet. It's a really cool picture, like a tire and women's stuff.
Tire. Hudson last year, Schaefer this year. Who's the next year's great rookie D-man?
Yeah. Ooh.
That's an interesting question.
Boy, Team Canada Jr.'s got some good rookie D-man.
I mean, people are probably going to say Parekh.
Could be Hudson's brother.
People are going to say Parekh or Cole Hudson. Actually, I felt bad for Cole Hudson. He just bluntly said he felt he didn't do enough. I know he was part of the problem in the overtime for the U.S., but
I'm shocked he even played.
He shouldn't have even been playing.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame him.
Also, yeah, here you go. Lane's asking a question here in the chat. And Lane, you can even use your words.
Well, yeah. I was just seeing at the chat. Do you guys want to see me and Dan do Team Finland versus Team Sweden? World Junior Simulation, let us know in the chats. We are going to be doing the Canada one for sure tonight. But if you guys want to see Team Finland versus Team Sweden quarterfinal, let us know in the comments, and we'll do it tonight.
David, congratulations on the new girlfriend.
Congrats.
Is it Lane?
What?
It would be boyfriend.
Looks like Dennis wants you to do the sim, so there's one person who wants more simulation.
Oh,
cool. Nice.
I will say, at least when we actually did the Sweden and Finland games, that was the first time the games felt exciting.
Yeah, 100%. I felt really good.
All this like Latvia, and it was like blowout weird games. Those games actually felt exciting.
The game was very accurate.
But we may as well. Why don't we kind of go over the rest of the NHL today before we sign off for the night? We had the Pittsburgh Penguins beat the Red Wings 4-1. Devils beat the Mammoth 4-1. Buffalo Sabres came back to reality, losing 5-1 to the Blue Jackets. Edmonton Oilers still can't get a save, losing 5-2 to the Flyers. Montreal Canadiens could not get any goal scoring. Jordan Binghamton watched show everyone why he was selected for Team Canada with a 2-0 shutout over the Canadiens for the Blues. Lightning get a big 7-3 win over the Sharks.
I saw that. Dual hat tricks in that game.
Dual hat tricks. Now
Darren Radish and
whoa!
I don't remember the guy from San Jose who got the hat trick, but
Radish got a hat trick.
It was Pavel Reganda. If I'm potentially
we got two people in the chat that want Sweden versus Finland.
Sweden.
All right. I'm looking where this is going.
Sweden.
Bit interesting there. 2 hat tricks. The Sharks, that player for the Sharks could be like, man, I got a hat trick and we still lost. You also have the Winnipeg Jets continuing to suck. Talk about people getting mad at the Leafs. Good Lord. The Winnipeg Jets are terrible. They're now 15-21-4.
terrible.
Surprised their coach hasn't been fired yet.
Well,
That's a shocker.
The coach literally came out in public and said there's nothing he can do, yet he still has a job.
Well, that's so weird. Like Paul Maurice kind of said the same thing.
Yeah, but
he's like, it's nothing more I can do as Winnipeg Jets team. So he leaves, retires in the NHL. Florida calls him back. And he takes him to 3 Stanley Cup finals and wins 2 of them. So is the problem the coaching or is it the Winnipeg Jets?
Kyle Connor, one of the only bright spots in Winnipeg, who, again, going and assist tonight. And he now has 19 goals, 29 assists for 48 points for the Winnipeg Jets. So, tough one for Winnipeg. Getting Connor Hellebuck back has made no difference.
Did you see David's comment? David asked us a question.
Gosh, Adam, you are like screaming into your microphone.
That
is
I
terrible.
told you could hear me.
My God.
Terrified. I know.
Wayne, you got to say it first.
You gotta do the long E. You gotta do the long E, Lane. That's what you're doing wrong. The long E. There you go. That's how you do it.
David, I'm not. I'll double check our schedules. I can't remember if I have to work on the 18th or not. The 11th.
We don't have to. Remember,
Why are
you canceled that game on the 18th.
Well, Adam, your voice is going like absolutely
Sure.
crazy, bud.
Sounds like you're
I'm not
going
that
through
close to
puberty.
my mic.
I
I'm
know,
not even that close
you're
to
like-
it.
Blowing up.
I know. I don't know why. I'm nowhere close to my mic right now.
Hello?
I just brought your level down to 2 on the back of the StreamYard.
I don't know what's going on. I'm not even that. Like,
You're being
not
called
that
out for
close.
your Blue Yeti.
Princess Auto
Deal with
E, we will be doing an IIHF preview show tomorrow. So don't you worry. You're going to get that content. It's going to be so good.
And Key, check out our games. You want to see some world projections? Come check out me and Dan's games. That we do some. We will show you the game. You'll get to see it, and then
EA Sports. It's in the game.
That's right.
Got LOL in the chat.
Yeah, see, Lane, you got to do a Scandinavian
An
Schwarzenegger.
Austrian. It's like an Austrian accent or something like that.
So it's like all be box. You got to be like Svedan.
Yes,
Continuing
exactly.
down the NHL games, the Chicago Blackhawks got a nice shootout win over the Washington Capitals. Desperate for a win, that team. Spencer Knight, great night, 32 saves for the victory. Because ever since Connor Bedard's gone down with an injury, their team has been 2 packs of butt. Calgary Flames lose a really close one to the Nashville Predators. Tough loss for Calgary. They really needed that win. Excuse me. Michael Bunting led the charge for Nashville with a goal and 3 assists, 4 points.
Nashville might actually make the playoffs this year.
Nashville is
crazy?
19-4. They're starting on a bit of a roll.
Michael Bunton and Ryan O'Reilly, former Maple Leafs, killing it in Nashville.
About time. It took so long.
You also have the Colorado Avalanche taking down the Carolina Hurricanes 5-3, which big one there.
Thank you for the hearts, everybody.
Woo!
Mhm.
Wild and Kings are tied at 2 in the second, and Bruins are ahead of the Canucks 1-0 after the first period. Okay, well, before you guys leave, there's an official Analyst Desk fan page now on Facebook. That's very true. So if you guys want to go to our official... Okay, we're going to be better than Swifties. Okay, he wants to call us Deskies.
Oh, that's I don't know why. Oh, that's an interesting. That's
It's
interesting.
better than calling. You don't want to make a short form for Analyst Desk for Analyst because then you're just going to get something else.
Oh, I know. Ah, yes, Jacob. Oh, thanks for pointing that out, Jacob. Like nobody can figure that out themselves.
I don't know if Dan can figure it out.
I got an idea. And we do have a Facebook page too, right? So you can watch Facebook Live and see our content all that on Facebook as well. You can follow that page too.
Absolutely. We're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We have an email, which I normally put on the screen, and I will do that right meow. The Analyst Desk Sports Show at gmail.com. But there you have it. That's your all around kind of what we're doing there. That's an interesting comment, David. Not many games on the NHL docket tomorrow. Just have the Canadians versus Stars, Penguins, Blue Jackets, Avs, Panthers, Hurricanes, Devils, Golden Knights, Blackhawks. So some good games. I'm very curious about the Canadiens versus the Stars.
That'll be a great game.
Because what's really interesting about the Dallas Stars, they've actually been kind of struggling.
Yeah, surprisingly, eh?
But again, unlike at least Dallas fans, they're not saying trade the whole team. So, because you look, Dallas, they've lost out of their last 4. They lost to Detroit, Chicago, Buffalo, and Chicago again.
Unlike Adam, like I get why you
Good
get
night,
frustrated,
Den
Adam. But
should sleep really nicely.
Thank you. But I was like, I don't blame the fans for getting frustrated. I mean, we've been waiting for results in Toronto for so long.
But Dan, the problem is though, you're getting frustrated, but you're wanting to do things that can't be done. Adam's ready to throw something at
It's
you.
like punching the pillow, you know. This makes you feel better, even though it can't happen. This makes you feel better.
No, but Dan, unlike that, you can actually punch a pillow. You can't actually
No.
trade Morgan Riley.
Then punch a pillow, Dan. Stop being delusional in your head and thinking that you can do certain things when you can't do them. It's just annoying to have the same conversations every time you talk to a Leafs fan. And it's like, you can't do that. Oh, well, no, it doesn't matter. I want to do it. No, it does matter. You literally can't do it. Just punch a pillow then. Do what a normal human being does and just yell into a pillow or something instead of complaining all the time. Instead of whining and moaning about stuff you can't do. Just like, it's annoying. I wonder why people hate our fan base so much. And I know why now.
There is a chance.
And I honestly know why. Because you guys act like you could do I fully understand why this fan base is so hated. I've known it for years because this fan base is just like, it just hurts my brain half the time.
I mean, but I do get the frustration when you continue to fail. I just feel what
come up with better solutions
can't happen right now.
Just come up with better solutions. Like there's solutions to fixing the issues when you can move other pieces instead of complaining about the same pieces that you can't move.
And Matthew's turning it up for the Olympics. If he crushes his next contract, be $20+ million. Hopefully not Toronto if it's 20+.
Yeah, you gotta wonder. You could breeze off of 17.
Hey, Montreal fans, so they have something to be happy about. Their team's starting to look good, and hey, they won in '93, so that's a lot closer than 6-7.
Yeah, literally.
But anyways, I do want to quickly say for any new viewers to the channel, if you have not yet, please subscribe. I got to beat Dan to this. Please subscribe to the channel. The subscribe key is over Lane's face, which is very disappointing for Lane. But if you like the content, you're enjoying what you watch, please like and subscribe and share the videos around. It really helps our algorithm. We just hit over 100 subs, which is awesome. So we've set our new goal now. Our next goal are going to be 150 subs. That's the next goal we have. And we would love it if you guys could help us crush it. And if you do, you'll get another round of applause. But for now, instead, nothing beats a train whistle. Dan loves trains. Like, look at this guy.
Oh, yeah.
All he wants to do is take trains. He
loves
public transit and wearing boxes.
Yeah.
Me in Toronto. 7.
Me in Toronto. And what for people watching, check out the Me in Toronto's social media page. It's really cool new website there that gives you all kinds of information and fun things to do around Toronto. And yeah, Toronto's a big supporter of us, and we're a big supporter of them. So they do all kinds of cool things way into 6. So keep a lookout for them on Instagram.
And we always appreciate your support, Me in Toronto. We'll expect some collaboration content coming up. You can dance if you want to. You can leave those things behind. There's no friend of mine. We can dance. We can dance. This is the best dance. I think Adam's dancing the best right now. He's just like,
oh yeah, he's just grooving it out.
Adam's like that one guy at prom who feels he's too cool to dance.
Yeah,
I'm dancing on the inside.
You know what it is, Adam? You're the guy that's just under the bleachers with a flask.
Wow, I totally would be.
Dan thinks he's gangster.
Honestly, that sounds a lot better than dancing. Honestly, that sounds a lot better than dancing.
The Montreal band. Hey, you know what? Soon, Montreal. I will say, whenever there's one Canadian team left in the playoffs, all the Canadians join the bandwagon. Montreal could be that bandwagon team in the playoffs this year.
Yeah. I think Montreal's going to at least make it second round.
We have an interesting question here.
No, it's not a pizza topping.
Yes, it is.
No,
I think it is.
No, I don't.
Dude, you don't even
like
it.
I don't like it, but I think it is.
I like them separate. I just don't think they will work together.
They work
Oh,
great
well.
together. Adam, you've never tried it?
No.
Why
I
not?
just
They're
don't
gonna
think
have-
they work together. Like,
Well,
it just
I want to
doesn't.
take Adam's pineapple on pizza virginity.
Don't say that, Jake. That sounds so weird.
Jacob's
That
gonna have
sounds
to
so
order that for the
weird.
truck now next time.
No, Lane, don't put that into his head.
Well, I just did.
Damn it, Lane.
Whoa. David wants to become a cannibal.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's strange.
Hey, $20 is $20.
Pickles on pizza?
Pickles.
What?
Ew.
No.
Oh,
Ew.
no, I can't do that.
Disgusting.
Without Men Without Hats in Montreal Band, that's the song that says safety. Oh.
Oh, right.
Jacob, the way you just said that sentence confused the heck out of my brain. That was not a sentence. You just said like
You're not a
million
sentence.
words crumpled to. That's not even what he wrote down on the comment. That's just a bunch of words. You just took all the words and I kind of just threw them together.
Yeah, that's how you make a sentence. You take words and put them together.
No, but you just like jumbled up all the words.
Call me dyslexic, Adam.
I
Thanks.
know. I forgot the word to just describe. what
Adam
you did.
cyberbullying me.
I'm not-
Oh,
Thank
my
you. Reading is hard.
God. It is 100%.
Not as difficult as trying to eat a pizza with pickles on it. No. I honestly though, I hate pickles. I hate the texture of it. I don't mind relish though. So put relish on a pizza.
Did you say relish on pizza?
I'll try that, but I will not try a pickle.
Well, it's on pizza. I don't think so, bud.
That
I'll
sounds
try it.
horrible.
We had this one buddy, and I was in high school. Dan, yeah, I think you were in high school too. Who he didn't like sauce on his pizza.
Oh, right.
What he would get the pizza and then rub it against the box to take all the sauce off.
I forgot about that. You're right.
What?
Why not just ask for a pizza with no sauce?
Remember, apps weren't a thing back then, Lane. We're old.
You could still have asked on the phone.
Well, yeah,
Lane's
but he
old
was
as
afraid
well.
to ask them on the phone.
I'm the only young one here. You guys are all old.
Lane, aren't you around Adam's age?
No.
Things
Lane's
How
older.
old are you, Lane?
30.
He's still 7 years older than me.
And
Lane's like, what?
Like,
sour pizza is kind of gross. Yeah, I do agree with that.
yeah.
The topics. Yeah, I will say
Yeah.
interesting topics. And Pickle Boy.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Welcome to the show, Shades.
Always good to see you back at the desk, Shades.
Oh, yeah.
You know what's one thing I'm a little disappointed with? Oh, by the way, the Seahawks won 13-3.
I was going to say, we got to talk about the football.
The 49ers. So that's one. I thought that game would be more exciting.
Wait, was it 13-10?
13-3.
Oh wow, that's
Brock
horrible.
Purdy had a very bad game.
Oh man,
He went 19 for 27, 127 yards and a pick. McCaffrey 8 carries, 23 yards.
oof.
The
that's
Seahawks
rough.
just dominated. Sam Darnold 20 for 26, 198. No touchdowns, but no picks.
Yeah, decent
Kenneth
game.
Walker the third had a nice game with 16 carries, 97 yards.
Yards.
But then the big game of the day was the Buccaneers keeping their playoff hopes alive with a very tight 16-14 victory over the Carolina Panthers. So someone was explaining it. I don't remember who actually, how does it work for the Buccaneers to still maybe have a playoff chance? What has to happen?
Atlanta has to lose.
Well, that's very possible. They
I
suck.
don't know. Oh. They're
I thought
facing
it
They
was-
looked good last week.
No, it does have to lose. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Atlanta has to lose.
But like, isn't that fine because Atlanta's terrible?
Yeah, but
No,
the
remember
wins, they
last
don't
week
get
I
it.
had a
They
huge
play the
upset.
Saints. They also suck. It's the
And it
battle of
was-
the poop.
And apparently the Saints, I don't know. Apparently the Saints and the Bucks have some bad blood, so the Saints apparently might try to lose now. I don't know what's going on.
Well, that'd be stupid.
They do.
But-
I think.
they have like a franchise rivalry, so they might try to loosen it. They can miss the playoffs.
But I'm curious, did you guys see, I'm just pulling it up. Did you guys see this really big hit in the OHL?
No. I don't think I saw it.
I sent it to you, Adam. You were too rude to
I didn't watch it. I didn't have a chance to watch it yet.
Barry Colts had a great day in the OHL.
I got a scary play to share you after too.
I don't want to watch a scary play.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh.
That, my friends.
Oh, no.
This is off of Let's Talk OHL on Instagram.
Oh, no.
Here's a closer look.
Oh, that's a suspension. That's a long suspension.
Guess how long?
That's bad.
Guess how long, Adam?
Oh, it's already 10 games at least. Has to be.
Lane, guess how long? Dan already knows.
3.
2. That's it.
I did.
2 games.
Wow.
Oh,
Dan,
that's
why
a
are you
disaster.
No, I told you.
I know, but I'm still shocked there's only 2 games.
Oh, that's a disaster. That's terrible. Yeah, that's a George Perrios hockey play right there.
Yeah, exactly.
That is bad. That is bad.
That was Eric Forsard for a cross check. He'll miss the game against Kingston and Brantford. And yeah, I think that's just crazy. That's only a 2-game suspension, especially in junior hockey.
Yeah, literally.
Bad. Like, that's a horrid hit for junior hockey.
That is.
So
I believe
bad.
Lane also wants to show us something that happened tonight.
Yeah, and this is not good. Apparently, everyone's getting nervous about the players going for Team Canada, Team America. This is not looking good for Mr. Devin Taves.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Always a danger.
Whoa.
Why they got rid of the icing. Icing.
Ouch.
Oh. Went foot.
Oh.
Wow.
Kind of went the foot first.
Oh, that's tough.
Like first and the boards, and then
That's tough.
Oh, that's bad, whoa.
Oof.
Looks bad. Yeah.
Whoa, we have perils in the chat.
We do. And I don't know if you noticed, Jacob, but me in Toronto is suggesting that maybe he could be a special guest one day.
You can come on and talk soccer with Adam, so we can actually banter with someone who knows what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah,
he knows a lot about soccer.
Because Dan and I just go like,
Dan and Jacob.
We'll learn with you.
Soccer ball go in the net.
That's a start right there. That's a start right there, guys.
Yeah, very similar to the New Hook injury. Absolutely. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, New Hook is a special player from Montreal.
But I mean, really nice piece. For Taves, I mean, if he's out of your lineup for Team Canada, does that get Jacob Chick? Who do you think would replace it potentially? Jacob Chikrin, Matthew Schaefer. Those are the two that come to my mind right away.
I would say Jacob Chikrin.
If those are the two options, I would go with Chikrin.
Well, no, you can give me other options. Those are just the two that I'm thinking of.
I feel like Chris Letang on Team
Morgan Riley.
He did a sick play the other day in the Pittsburgh game.
I wouldn't bring Chris Letang, but
why not?
Because he's old.
So?
Me and Toronto will replace him.
There you go.
I know. I believe he's also saying he's down to come on the show to talk soccer with Adam. So Adam has someone to talk to with functioning brain when it comes to soccer.
Yes. Yeah, he's got the soccer scarves and everything.
Nice.
You need a scarf out today. It's chilly out.
I know. Freezing cold today.
Dan, I've never seen you dance with a pigeon.
A pigeon? No. I don't have a pigeon to dance with.
Chikrin, no idea how to spell that name. Deserves a spot. Yeah, Jacob Chikrin I actually think you're pretty close.
Yeah, he is.
Jacob Chikrin.
That's very close.
Is having an incredible season.
15 goals already?
Like, I put it up on our social media about who you think are potentially the biggest snubs from Team USA. And I think Jacob Chikrin's got to be one of the biggest snubs from Team Canada.
I think it's Mark Scheifele for Team Canada.
I mean, you could argue it's Mark Scheifele. You can argue it's Connor Bedard. You could argue it's Jacob Chikrin. I just think Jacob Chikrin is so much better than quite a few of the defensemen that were on the team. But But I think who else do you think it could be, Adam, though? Like what? Maybe like a Mackenzie Weegar, but he's not having a great year.
Dougie Hamilton, maybe even.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Dougie Hamilton, when he's on form, he's a very good defenseman.
I had
Morgan
Dougie Hamilton
Wiley
on our side B team.
Yeah, that's one guy I would think. Mackenzie Weegar could be an option.
Noah Dobson.
Noah
in the
Dobson.
chat.
Noah Dobson, I
my
love
team.
him.
How did I not think of Noah Dobson? He's on my team. Noah Dobson should.
He was on my team
I
too.
love Noah Dobson.
And Key, we were gonna leave, but then Lane just said, "Don't leave StreamYard ever."
Yeah, exactly. Just
He
don't
sent us
leave.
telepathic messages that said, "If you leave, I'm gonna make sure you're never allowed to get a kitten, and I might want a kitten one day."
Oh man, that's tough. That's tough. Being told by the dashing Lane Dasher that you can't have a cat.
Yeah,
yet.
Dougie Hamilton not having the best year. 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points, and a -5.
Yeah, it's a bad year. Wow.
But I could still
His
see
qualities.
Noah Dobson or Jacob Chikrin. It just depends what kind of defense you want to bring, right? But
I
Noah
think
Dobson's having another really nice year in Montreal. 7 goals, 20 assists, 27 points, and a +4.
I love
I
Noah
think-
Dobson.
I
He was
think-
a big part of the island too.
I think Dobson is better replacement in terms of what Taves brings than I think he better replaces what Taves brings than what Chikrin does. In my opinion, at least. He is, but Lane Hudson's already represented the States before.
He's got dual citizenship. I wondered that, like, because you'd feel like for some of these guys, they didn't make one team just have dual citizenship. Okay, I'll go play for the other one.
Didn't someone do that? Wasn't Brett Hall with someone?
Well, guys, remember Joey Decord tried to play for Canada at the Four Nations and was told he wasn't eligible. So
Yeah.
I don't think Lane Hudson is, because Decord only played for the States, I think, in the World Juniors. So I think, and Lane Hudson played for the States at the World Juniors. So I don't think he's allowed to. I think you have to be over 18 and replaced him and played for a team. Like, you have to be 18 or older and played for your country before you're like locked into that country.
Right.
I
So
will
don't
say
think
too,
he's allowed.
Batherson is an absolute dog. Hell of a player.
Oh yeah, he's great.
Jacob
too.
Chikrin, by the way, his stats this year: 15 goals, 16 assists, 31 points, and a +25 in Washington.
Oh, it's
He's
crazy.
an animal.
That's another mind-blowing guy that he gets just over 23 minutes a game. You could argue he's a bigger stub than Scheifele and Bedard. You really could. When you look at the defense versus you look at the centerman that they brought. Because I'd argue Sam Bennett should be on that team the most. People get so excited over 2 games. Is it the same old Leaf team? They could win 10 in a row and still wouldn't believe in them. They make the playoffs. They will fall like every other year. Welcome to the desk to a new viewer.
A new viewer.
Look, it's tough, right? I mean, sure, you could argue that the Leafs haven't got it done. Why would they ever get it done? But you could say that about a lot of teams and a lot of sports. Right? Like, I'm sure we have Hamilton Ticat fans in the chat. We have one at the desk. They haven't won since 1999. You're still going to go support the team, right? The Montreal Canadiens haven't won since 93. You still go out and support them. So, but no, I don't think anyone here was planning. I don't know where the heck Lane went.
What did I do to deserve that comment?
Everything, Lane.
Everything. I'm just gonna hang it over here.
Well, it's like, I think what
I can't go off the screen because the screen goes lower and lower as I can't get it on.
It's like what Lane said about Morgan Wiley. He just adds bad taste to the room after a while.
Oh!
You guys like my hair flip?
Yeah. Why not?
Ow.
But Lane, cheer up, 6'7".
6'7".
The Leafs haven't won 667.
Yeah.
Well, think about it. They would have been really happy at 67. Apparently, Key, you're supposed to take Dan dancing. That's going to be a bit of a long trip.
Yeah, just a bit.
Oh, poor Lane. He just getting over laryngitis. Now he's going to get pneumonia being stuck out in the rain.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think on that bombshell, it's time that we actually do end the show.
No basketball?
What? Damn, stop trying to stretch this out to 2 hours, man.
Dan, you don't even like basketball.
We're done.
Okay,
We're
Dan.
done.
Fine, Dan. Give us the basketball scores.
Okay. Wow. Big shocker.
Look how
Toronto
Slater
beat
doing
the Hawks
basketball.
134-117. Raptors are just killing it lately. You got the Warriors and the Jazz 65-58. Celtics and Clippers 44-31. Timberwolves beat the Heat 125-115. 76ers beat the Knicks 130-119. That was a high scoring game. Trailblazers beat the Spurs 115-110. Hornets beat the Bills 112-99. And Mavericks beat the Rockets 110-104. That was a close game.
Thank you, Dan, for the NBA roundup since you're the biggest basketball fan here.
Hey, I like for shoes. I like the music. I like the fashion in it.
Not as much as Dan would like to see William Nylander shirtless. Apparently, Lane wants to see it too. All the hearts went up as soon as that happened.
Wow. We have two.
Hey,
we
thank
have
you
two
very much.
secret Nylander fans.
Glad you enjoyed the stream, and just let you guys know again, we will be back tomorrow for.
Thank you for joining us.
Pre-game show for World Juniors, but definitely a post. And Dan and Lane are going to jump into the simulation to see who's going to win between Canada and Czechia. Czechia. Thumbs up. But thank you very much, everyone, for joining us at the desk. Sweden.
Dan, you want to do it? You want to do both games?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get it done.
There you go. We're doing Team Finland versus Team. I got to do it right, so I'm getting tripping. Sweden.
But thank you very much, everyone, for watching and joining us at the desk. If you're looking for more Analyst Desk content,
see, I said we need to put the Who Cares with Christopher. See, I said it. I said even though he was here.
We listen to our viewers.
Yes, exactly.
Remember that.
Please make the point, and you got to put that in.
You guys power a lot that happens at the desk. Actually, before we go right now, should the Leafs try and trade Morgan Riley? 68% in between two terrific numbers, but didn't quite get there. Say yes. 5% says no. 27% says who cares.
Yeah, wow, that's a big chunk.
Sweet, absolutely. But is it this little dove you flicker after midnight? I don't know. You could mention at least. Maybe I should have added that in with the who cares. But anyways, guys, it is time.
No problem, Christopher.
It is time we wrap up the show. Let's see if Dan interrupts me again for the 18,000th time as I try to sign off. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us at the Analyst Desk. If you're looking for more Analyst Desk content, make sure you follow us on all the social medias. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Next goal for us is 150 subscribers. So let's see if we can get there.
Up to 103.
We appreciate all the support. You're welcome. We'll see you guys back very, very soon.
104 now.
With more episodes at the Analyst Desk, where every day feels like game day. Have a great night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. Out of wave.